Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see by the title of this video, I wanted to share with you my goals, my property related goals for 2020, which is coming up on us quickly. And I wanted to make this video for two reasons. One, that by sharing this with you guys and putting it out there in the open on the public domain for everyone to see, it puts my balls on the line and it holds me accountable, and it really puts the pressure on me to make sure that I put the work in and I get these goals done, because obviously at the end of 2020 anyone can come back, they can watch this video and they can ask me, did you get done what you say you were going to do? So there's really a selfish benefit for me for doing this video. But secondly, from a non-selfish standpoint, I wanted to share with you guys what I'm aiming for, what I think is within the realm of possibility for me, to really give you an insight and inspire you into what is potentially possible for you. And maybe you've not been thinking big enough. I'm certainly someone that thinks big, and I like to, shoot for the stars, and a lot of the time I achieve it, sometimes I don't. But really a lot of people, I just don't think they think big enough. So maybe this is going to be a bit of an eye-opener for you guys. And don't get it twisted, I'm not making this video either to brag or show off about what I want to achieve, because reality is, as we all know, saying you want to do something or say you're going to do something and actually doing it are two completely different things. So it's all well and good me saying what I want to achieve. The question is, am I actually going to get this shit done? So really, I'm not trying to say all this to impress you. I'm making this video, like I said, to impress upon you what I think is within the realm of possibility for me and what I'm looking to achieve. So I'll go through the three goals I've set for myself. Afterwards, I want to talk a bit about goal setting as well for you guys at home that may be looking to set your goals for the new year, how I go about setting mine, and so maybe some tips for when you go to write yours down. But for me, the first goal I've set myself for property is I want to do 2 joint venture deals on lower end developments. So some small house flips, buy to sell projects, whatever you want to call them. And when I say joint venture, that means doing it with none or very little of my own money, and doing a joint partnership with an investor where we both go in on an equity split on the deal and both get, a portion of the profits each. So I'd be providing the deal, I'd be managing it, I'd be facilitating it, the investor would be funding it, so we're both providing equal amounts of value to the table, and then obviously as a result of the profits, we both get an equal split of the profits as well. And I was a bit unsure about setting this goal at first, because really I've got a lot going on at the minute, and I've thought, well, these take up a lot of time, I want to focus on bigger developments. But by doing joint venture deals, there's a couple benefits to me. One, I'm looking to put my personal cash into some bigger developments, and so really if I can do some deals on the side that keep cash flow going, that are leveraging other people's money, that's great. But also, more importantly, I think it'd be great to document those deals for you guys, share them with you, show you how it's possible to do deals and joint ventures with investors' money, show you how to do them like I teach within my course. And yeah, it's just content for you guys to really show you what's possible and how I go about doing them. Okay, and my second goal, which is one I'm super excited about and something I've been thinking about doing and looking into doing for a long time now, and that's doing my first larger scale property development, where I want to make at least £500,000 profit. And what I mean by larger scale property development, that means acquiring the land, building units on it, whether it's houses or apartments, and then obviously selling on for a profit. And that may mean buying land that already has planning permission. It may mean buying land that doesn't have planning permission and I have to take it through the planning process. It's a totally different kettle of fish than the smaller scale projects I've worked on up until this point, but I've got a great network of friends and mentors around me now that are killing it in the larger scale development area. I've learned so much over the last 6 months, so I'm ready to really implement it and take it through. And again, it's something I want to document and share with you guys. And the reason I want to do a larger scale development as well is because once you've got the knowledge of how to do them, they don't necessarily take up more time, more energy, more effort, more input than some of the smaller developments actually I've done. You can do a small property development that maybe makes £25,000 profit, and that still causes a lot of stress. It's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of effort, a lot of input, a lot of energy. And really, you could do a larger scale development, which is actually very similar in terms of the effort you're putting in, and obviously, but the result, the outcome, the profit is improportionately higher. So it's really, if I'm going to focus on 2 or 3 things, that's one of the main areas of focus that I'm really going to drill down on this year. And then goal number 3, as some of my followers, existing followers may already know, is I've got my online training business where I teach other people how to start and get started in property and scale their income so they can essentially become not only financially free, but financially abundant from property, because my belief is property is the number one way to create wealth. That's why I do it. And you've only got to look at the most successful people in the world. Most of them have interests in property. And so I've got the one product at the minute. I'm launching another online training product in the next month or so, which you may or may not hear about on this channel. But across those 2 products, I want to scale those to over £100,000 in sales per month, which for a lot of people sounds like, well, it is a huge goal. But the great thing is about these online training businesses, if you do them right, it's very automated, it's very scalable, and once the systems and processes are in place, it's possible to scale up to those levels. And again, I'm fortunate enough that I've surrounded myself with a lot of mentors, a lot of friends. I've built a network of people that are very successful in the online training business world. And obviously, with that, I've been fortunate enough to learn the process of scaling up to that point. They're the 3 goals. They're huge goals. They're some things that I was saying to my cameraman before I started filming this, that it's making me a little bit nervous to share, because now they're out there, I've really got to go and put the work in and make sure they happen. But I've got no doubt, I've got the knowledge, I've got the know-how. It is just a question of the actions and executing on the actions I know I need to take. And so just some advice on goal setting is I've only really set 3 goals there. Now, a lot of people, they make the mistake of setting loads and loads and loads of different goals for their life and for their business for the start of the year. It's so easy to make the mistake of setting all these goals that you really just end up doing very few of them. And so the less goals you have, but the more precise they are, the easier it is to focus on them and get them done. I think you should have goals in all areas of your life. So for me, they're just my property related goals. I have, personal goals for my health, my fitness, relationships, all those different areas. Don't get sucked into wanting to do so many different things. Just focus on what are the most important things that you want to achieve, and then everything else just forget about. But what it comes down to is, it's all right setting, I want to achieve this, I want to do this. You've got to break it down right down to what are the actions you need to take every single day in order to get there. Because ultimately, if you don't take those actions, you're not going to get the result. Your actions define your results, and without doing the actions, you're not going to achieve the goals. So whatever goals you've set for yourself, figure out what are the high value tasks, what are the actions you need to be executing every single day. They're going to get you there. And so for me, I know with property, for the goals I've told you, the high value tasks are 1, searching for deals. So I need to be searching for these opportunities. And that may mean a few hours a day, calling agents, sending out direct mail letters to potential landowners or homeowners that might want to sell. And then also networking with investors. If I'm obviously going to be using investors, then I need to be having more conversations with investors and securing investment. And then with my online training business, I know that comes down to content creation, optimizing Facebook ads, Instagram adverts, etc., and really just optimizing the variables in there that come with that business. So figure out what are the most important goals to you in each area of your life. And again, I recommend everyone has them, not just for property and money related, but for your health, your fitness. It's so important, your relationships, and anything else you want to achieve, philanthropic goals, whatever they are, whatever is important for you. but just break it down to what are the actions you need to take, and remind yourself of those actions every single day, and ask yourself, what you are doing, is it making the boat go faster? Is it making you get towards those goals that you've set? So that's just my advice. Get them written down, put them in black and white, look at them every single day. Don't just write them in the first week of January and forget about them. If you're genuinely serious about making these happen, look at them every single day, put them in a place where you're going to see them, whether it's on your bathroom mirror, by your bed, in your office, wherever. But you know, it's so easy, and 99% of people, they write out their goals in the first week of January and then they just forget about them for the rest of the year. So I'm not going to let that happen. I don't want you guys to let that happen, but at the end of the day, it's down to you, and we're all responsible for our own results. Hope that has provided value for you guys. Hope it's inspired you. Really, I've got to go away now and I've got to make these goals happen. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Comment, like, subscribe, do what you need to do. I really appreciate all support, and let me know what videos you'd like to see moving forward. Peace.